Now hang on a minute, the BFG said. How is I possibly going to get near enough to the Queen of England's bedroom to blow in my dream? You is talking dumb silly.
I'll tell you that later. For the moment, please listen carefully. Here's a dream I want you to mix. Are you paying attention?
Very close.
I want the Queen to dream that 9 disgusting giants, each one about 50 feet tall, are galloping to England in the night. She must dream their names as well. What are their names again?
Flashlight Painter, Manhugger, Bone Cruncher, Chow Chewer, Meat Chipper, Gizzard Gulper, Min Masher, Blood Bottler, and the Butcher Boy.
Let her dream all those names, and let her dream that they will be creeping into England in the depth of the witching hour and snatching little boys and girls from their beds. Let her dream that they will be reaching into the bedroom windows and pulling the little boys and girls out of their beds, and then...
Sophie paused.
Do they eat them on the spot, or do they carry them away first?
She asked. They're usually just popping them straight into their mouth like popcorn, the BFG said.
Put that in the dream, and then the dream must say that when their tummies are full, they will go galloping back to giant country where no one can find them.
Is that all?
Certainly not. You must then explain to the Queen in her dream that there is a big friendly giant who can tell her where all those beasts are living so that she can send her soldiers and her armies to capture them once and for all. And now let her dream one last and very important thing. Let her dream that there's a little girl called Sophie sitting on her windowsill who will tell her where the big friendly giant is hiding.
Where is he hiding? Asked the BFG.
We'll come to that later, Sophie said. So the Queen dreams a dream, right?
Right.
Then she wakes up, and the first thing she thinks is, oh, what a horrid dream. I'm so glad it was only a dream. And then she looks up from her pillow, and what does she see?
What does she see?
She sees a little girl called Sophie sitting on her windowsill right there in real life before her very eyes.
How is you going to be sitting on the Queen's windowsill, may I beg?
The BFG said. You are going to put me there, Sophie said, and that's the lovely part about it. If someone dreams that there's a little girl sitting on their windowsill, and then she wakes up and sees that the little girl really is sitting there, that is a dream come true, is it not?
I was beginning to see where you was driving to, the BFG said. If the Queen is knowing that part of her dream is true, then perhaps she's believing the rest of it is true as well.
That's about it, Sophie said. But I shall have to convince her of that myself.
You said you was wanting the dream to say there is a big friendly giant who is also going to talk to the Queen?
Absolutely, you must. You are the only one who can tell her where to find the other giants.
How is I meeting the Queen? Asked the BFG. I is not wanting to be shooted at by her soldiers.
The soldiers are only in front of the palace, Sophie said. At the back there's a huge garden, and there are no soldiers in there at all. There's a very high wall with spikes on it around the garden that stop people climbing in, but you could simply walk over that.
How's you knowing all this about the Queen's palace?
Last year I was in a different orphanage, Sophie said. It was in London, and we used to go for walks all around there.
Is you helping me find this palace? The BFG asked. I had never dared to go hide and sneaking around London in my life. Hide and sneaking. hide and seek.
I'll show you the way, Sophie said confidently.
I is frightened of London.
The BFG said. Don't be, Sophie said. It's full of dark streets, and there are very few people about in the witching hour. The BFG picked Sophie up between one finger and a thumb and placed her gently on the palm of the other hand.
Is the Queen's palace very big? He asked.
Huge.
Then how is we finding the right bedroom?
That's up to you, Sophie said. You're supposed to be an expert at that sort of thing.
And you is absolutely sure the Queen will not put me in a zoo with all of her caterpillars?
Of course she won't. You'll be a hero, and you'll never have to eat snozzcombers again.
Sophie saw the BFG's eyes widen. He licked his lips. You mean it? You really mean it? No more disgusting snozzcombers?
You couldn't get one if you wanted to. Humans don't grow them.
That did it. The BFG got to his feet. When is you wanting me to mix this special dream? He asked.
Now, Sophie said. At once.
When is we going to see the Queen? He said.
Tonight, as soon as you've mixed the dream.
Tonight? Why such a flesh-bunking flurry?
If we can't save tonight's children, we can anyway save tomorrow's, Sophie said. What is more? Sorry, what is more, I'm getting famished. I haven't had a thing to eat for 24 hours.
Then we'd better get crackling, the BFG said,
moving back towards the cave. Sophie kissed him on his thumb, on the tip of his thumb. I knew you'd do it, she said. Come on, let's hurry. That's it.